but that's ASMR. That's
No, it's
Nah.
definitely
No, that counts.
ASMR.
Let's go.
Should we just start or should we wait for lot?
I'm live, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm live. So I mean, we should probably just start. We should probably just start now.
Yeah. We're like
live.
have a lock review. It'll let us like see what's going on.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to. I'm kidding. All right.
Holy shit!
Oh my
Should we
gosh.
just start with Wizard City?
Oh, let's all introduce ourselves first before.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go first, I guess. I'm Pluto. Subscribe to my channel right now. All right. I gotta get the clout in, man.
Get that clout.
Clout, man. All right. Noble, you go.
What's good, everybody? It's Noble. I've made bangers such as How to Pull Girls in Wizard101 and Wizard101 NPCs ranked by meat size. Drop a little subscribe, and that's all I got.
Hey, does anyone know what he even just said there? By the way, I don't even think
He made Wizard101
Yeah.
NPCs arranged by me.
Bro,
Oh my
my
gosh.
chat's like, why
Right,
audio so
freaking
stuff?
medium well.
That's.
Let me open this shit up real quick.
All right, your turn, Frenzy.
Does anyone know what he even just said there? By the
Hey,
way?
what's up,
I don't
guys?
even-
My name
I
is
don't-
Frenzy. Yeah, just do Wizard101, part 101 content, and variety streaming. Glad to be here.
And Firestarter.
Yo, what's up? It's Firestar101. Come check out my channel, Firestar101 on YouTube. Yeah.
And then
He is
Slade.
known as Chrysalis biggest glazer.
I am a Chrysalis Glazer, okay? I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Same. Anyway.
All right, and then Slade. Last one.
Yo, what's good? I'm Slade, aka XL Slade. The XL does not stand for extra large, by the way. That is not what it is. Anyway, I stream on Twitch mainly, and I also put videos on YouTube, all that good stuff. I have a cool video coming out soon, so just stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say.
All right, everyone. So today we're going to be doing the objective Wizard101 tier list. Ice Troll's going to be joining later. I think he's selling Fent in the pet pavilion or something. I don't know what's going on with him. But he's gonna be joining a little bit later. We got Noble sharing his screen. So we're just gonna go through every world, give our opinions, say where we want to put it on the tier list, and that's basically what we're gonna be doing. So I guess we're starting with Wizard City. We'll have Noble go first.
Alright, so Wizard City, this shit is fucking sheiks. Ever since they made everyone British, they did all that bullshit, they made the story really ass. I can't fuck with this world anymore. I'm going like D just because it's literally 3 hours of filler. I don't fuck with Wizard City anymore.
Honestly, facts. Okay, fuck Wizard City, bro. Like, it's just not good. It's literally just not good. The new story's just ass.
I completely agree. Slade, you go.
I don't have any problem with that take.
I don't know, man. I feel like it was definitely up there for sure. I would have said like, it was probably A until like some of the changes and stuff. I mean, I would say like, to be a little generous, I'll give it B for British, but like other than that,
For British is on that
the middle.
tier.
We can go down the middle.
All right, I'm gonna put Wizard City in D.
Okay.
Just because it's just the changes kind of ruin it for me, and they got rid of all the nostalgia. Like there's no more unicorn way, man.
Yeah, literally.
I miss talking to that. You know that dude who used to get the letter to him outside of the thing and he let you in? He's useless now. He doesn't do anything. I love that guy.
Wait, which guy?
Stolson or something. He's like right outside the Unicorn Way gate.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
the guy. I know you're
Private
talking about. It's not even a
Stilson.
thing. It's not even
No,
a
I
thing anymore.
love Private Stilson. I can probably recite like every single dialogue in Unicorn Way from Old Wiz.
Damn.
You know what that tells me? That tells me you were a broke Wiz player, just like me.
I was.
Damn.
I was. All right, so we decided on what, like?
So like level 20.
Oh my God, yeah, I did. Absolutely.
I'm down for D. I'm down for D, bro.
I'm down for
D.
D.
Ayo.
D.
Wait, yo, chill. Yo, this is not my chat. Relax.
We had a B and D and a D.
Okay.
Let's let it chill in D. If Locke says it's like A or S, we'll move it up to like C or something like that.
No, I don't think Locke likes
There's
it
no
much
way he's gonna
either.
say that.
Okay. we'll put it. It'll chill in D for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Wizard City is just one of those worlds that like no one like. I mean, like it's the staple of the game, obviously, but just like I feel like after the first time, it loses all of its luster and shine. And just like no one wants to.
Right. All right. Next world
Hey,
is
do
Croc.
you guys first of all, do y'all have Noble's screen muted? I think his stream is like creating echo, unless I'm tripping.
My bad. Hold on. Let me turn that off. I don't know how to turn that. Me and my
No,
stream, don't know how to turn it off.
I'm muting your screen share. I think if
Okay,
you're streaming,
thank
do
you.
that, and that should. I think that's what it is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that is exactly what happens.
Okay,
Better
bet.
thing.
I was making sure. Make sure. All right, bet.
Okay, I think I have it muted. Okay. All right. Next up is Croctopia. I'll let Slade go first. Oh, we got Ice Gold.
Wait.
Yo,
Hey.
Me home.
Welcome.
Hey, we can give
Okay.
you. Okay, you can give your opinion of Wizard City if you want, real quick, because you just came through. I think I have it muted.
Wizard City. I
All right,
mean, I like where it's at.
Okay.
yeah, D tier Wizard City.
Solid.
Fuck that shit.
Yep.
All right. Next world is Croc. Slade, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. All right, I'll go first. I'll go first.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you can go. No, we'll go ahead.
My fault. Alright. Crocotopia, I fuck with Crocotopia. I'm gonna be honest, back in 2020, I was dual monitoring. I had Mr. Beast on the left monitor, and then I had Wiz on the main one. I was just like, back in COVID, just watching Mr. Beast and playing Croc. I actually really like it, and it's only because of nostalgia. The world's like pretty ass, but like it's nostalgic. I'm putting it in A.
I'm putting it in C. I think it's kind of mid, like low key.
Okay.
I'm putting it in D.
Putting it in D as well.
Let me throw in my 2 cents here. So, I wasn't watching Mr. Beast while playing it, but I played with with one of my cousins playing through it, and I don't know. It has some good nostalgia. I'll at least say C or B for me. At least C or B.
I would say
So,
C. I think it's got some really good lore. Other than that, yeah,
But
it's kind of
yeah, the world's kind of, the graphics suck. The music is good. I kind of like the music though. The music's
It's a
nice.
No,
vibe.
music
It's a
slaps
vibe.
though. Music slaps.
Alright.
okay.
So that averages out to like, I'd say like a C or something.
Yeah, I guess we
Fair
average to
enough.
C.
Yeah.
What is the criteria? Should we go like, so like what is all like the criteria we should hit? Like music, graphics, story, and just overall vibe? Like is that kind of what we're ranking?
But yeah, I think that, yeah. I think
And just
generally, like, overall the feel,
experience.
I like it.
Like generally just all of our experiences with it,
Okay.
I guess. So that it's like kind of like every factor.
Like
Yeah.
when you go there, let's say you go there like once, right? But let's say you go there like a couple more times. Do you think you'll still have like the same feelings in the end? That's kind of where you're basing it off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so what do we do? Do we do C or B?
We did C.
Alright.
C.
Well, let's chat decide if we can't decide.
That's fine.
Alright,
I
now,
think it's fine.
No, I think we averaged it pretty much towards a C.
yeah.
All right.
Alright,
so-
Marleybone?
Marleybone. It's Britain. It's like a British world. Not real. Not real at all.
Not real is crazy.
Pirate.
Oh,
It's not real
okay.
world.
I'm beefing with British people, but it's so good. Marleybone is good. Okay, like
Yeah.
I do
Pirate
like-
Marleybone is
I'm
good.
sorry. It's better in Pirate. I'm sorry.
Marleybone is way
Marleybone's the
better than
most
Pirate.
consistent world.
It's way better.
I'll
in
say
Pirate.
that.
I will say
Everything.
I really do like Marleybone and Wiz though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would definitely put. I think I think a lot of people in my community would also agree. Like I've heard their opinions on it because we've talked about it in chat like a lot. I'd honestly put Marleybone at B or A because it's a solid world. It is
Yeah,
really
I'm
solid
going
world.
A. I love Marleybone.
yeah, A.
I'd put
A.
Marleybone at like A probably as well.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
I'm thinking like maybe B. I'm thinking maybe B. That's just me though.
I'm saying like Pirate Marleybone for me is S tier, but Wiz Marleybone is D tier, so I'm gonna just stick it in the middle and say B.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
B
this is
tier.
like,
B would probably be good for 2.
there's like a A, a B. What is this average to? It's like,
I feel.
I think it's like a low A.
Greek letter out.
From what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta get that Greek letter out, man.
I think A's a solid. I think A's
Yeah.
solid for
I
it.
like low
Really,
A.
based on what we've all
that.
said too.
Yeah.
It kind of.
Yeah, I like that. Now MooShu is S tier. This is my favorite world in the whole game. The vibes are just immaculate. This is like every time I go in there, I'm just like I'm serene for the whole 2 hours that it lasts, and then I go into
Okay.
Dragonspyre.
Okay, Noble. I can respect your opinion, but for me, it's like D tier or I want to die. Like
Damn.
it's one of those two.
Really?
All right.
Damn.
I
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't
I
really-
gotta agree with Firestarter. That world is way overhyped for me. I don't like questing through it. I'd probably highest I'd go is maybe C. I'll give it a C maybe. I'll be a
I'll
little
see.
Y'all ain't kids
generous.
in the Muda.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Respectfully speaking, it is pretty mid. I still think that Empyre's better as well.
Yeah,
just
MooShu
gonna
Pirate
s-
is way better.
I'm gonna say this. My take on MooShu is the exact same as Pirate. Pirate version is S. Wiz version is D. I'm sticking in B.
D. Okay. So B is like a.
I'd put it at C, but
So it's like S D C B C C. So that's like. What is that? Wait, hang on, I think I missed a D. I never miss D's.
well,
Hey,
or
Let's go.
yeah, Locke
I don't
said.
think it's Wizard City tier. I don't think.
Yeah,
Mushu's
yeah, that's a
Wizard
good
City
point. I think it's more like C.
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
C.
Average it
Yeah, it's
out.
definitely not as. I don't think it's as bad as with City, but
Yeah, better
Bottom
or worse
of
than
C tier.
Crocotopia though.
okay.
Is it better than Krakatopia?
No.
I would
in
put
my
it.
opinion.
Yeah, I would say yeah, it is. Because I like the
Yeah.
vibe of Mushu a little bit more than like just
There you
questing
go.
through the same retextured tunnel for like
God
I
damn,
mean,
yeah.
we'll
80
get
quests.
to it, but like I feel like the thing with Krakatopia is gonna be the same thing with like a lot of like the Arc 2 worlds where it's like, hey, the lore carries, but like, are you really going to understand the lore when you like play it like multitude of times?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Something I really love about the first arc, the side quests actually feel like real. Like when you do the side quests, you feel like connected to the people. Like it's something about like just old story writing they had that just has this like aura. It's like this mystique. Like it actually sucks you in.
Hey yo.
No cap. All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
Bro, now it's Slaves being so holy shit.
All right,
Let's
next
go.
up is Dragonspyre.
Now
Um,
Dragonspyre,
F.
like F?
F is
Fuck
crazy.
that
I'm
world.
saying A. It grew on me so much. It used to be
A
bottom
tier.
3, it's
A
top
tier.
5 now.
Yeah, A tier.
Yo.
It reminds me of when I was like down bad in the basement with the roaches in it. I had no food. Now I'm up eating at Nobu, and I go back and I play it sometimes. And it's just like, shit.
Story be hidden.
This is like a little Tay origin story. Like I was in Atlanta and I was moving bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I'm saying A. What do we got? We got an A and an F.
I'm saying like high B for me. I do
I
like Dragonspyre.
fuck with that.
I would put it in C. I'm like the middleman on it.
Bro.
I guess.
I'm thinking high B. Like, say what you want, but it definitely has like a nostalgic factor for a lot of us here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is some underrated ass shit about Arc 1. The mob names are like really nostalgic. They'll just be like, it'll be the same random ass model you've seen for the past 5 worlds, but its name is like Temple Stone Creeper or some shit like that. And it's just like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was a mob. It's like, it's some weird like nostalgia discovery factor. That's the shit I love about Dragonspyre.
Yeah.
So, what
So-
does that average out to?
Get the
Bottom of
glitch
the tier?
Malister, you know, when they were trying to test out cheats for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So
that
I
was
think-
like the most hypest thing for like a lot of us. Well,
Oh,
I
that
can't
was
speak for
fun.
a lot-
Oh, like
of
the
us, but,
million
it was
health
definitely the hypest
Malister.
thing for sure.
Yeah,
Million
million health
Health Valley.
Malister.
Bro, I used to watch that video. I used to watch that video so much. Holy shit.
Yeah,
This looks
same.
like it
Got me so
averages out to
excited.
B to me.
Okay, so bottom of B tier.
Yeah, we'll go like bottom B.
Okay.
Hey, everyone watching, leave a like
Grizzleheim.
right now,
I swear to
y'all.
God, if
Leave a like
if
on the
say the wrong
stream.
thing.
Grizzleheim to me, it's like I'm including Winter Tusk. It's the most fun shit in the whole game. I always do Winter Tusk right after I get out of MooShu. That shit is like so hard, but it's the only time the game is actually challenging and fun.
Bruh.
S
I
tier.
feel like it's more annoying than fun. I'll be real. It's like the tower shields.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, the towers are.
Like I was playing that shit on a balanced solo. I wanted to kill myself. So
Just be better, Lamau. Skill issue. That's a you problem.
I did balance solo through the whole thing.
bro,
It's fun. I only play solo.
I hate Grizzleheim, but I love Winter Tusk. So for me, it's just mid. The whole
yeah,
thing.
Grizzleheim weighs it
Dude,
down.
It's S, bro. There's no way you put that in anything lower than S, or at least A. I'll take A, but for me, it's S, dude. It has pretty much everything except for the first part when it comes to the experience. But let's keep it a buck. The XP you get in this game is so insane that like, it's honestly very minuscule.
Yeah.
The time you have to be in Grizzleheim, you go there for the experience, and my God, is the lore
The
for that
lore is so good.
and so well put. You
I
also
would,
meet Grandmother Raven. You also meet Grandmother Raven, so you can't say anything below A tier for Grizzleheim as a whole.
I say C tier.
Okay, for Grizzleheim,
I agree with Firestar on that.
so Grizzleheim and Wintertusk are like two very different experiences. For Grizzleheim, I would probably put in like C, but Wintertusk I'd probably put in S. So I'm just gonna average it out and say B, just because Grizzleheim gives like no experience and it's like just
Not
a
the
chore.
crime. Not the
And
crime.
Ravenstar
Yeah,
is
it's
just
like-
such a chore.
it's not fun.
Ravenstar is the worst, one of the worst areas of my
Ravenstar
entire
is,
game.
That's so
Okay.
so facts.
All right, so bottom B tier.
Okay.
I'm saying the same.
Bottom B.
Yeah,
It's higher
fine.
than
That's-
Dragonspire.
yeah, I'll say
I'd
that-
say
that's-
better than Dragon.
It's gotta be higher than Dragonspire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least.
No.
I would
Oh
say
my
it's better than
God.
Dragonspire. I would say it's better than Dragonspire.
I
Yeah.
personally, I'm still putting Dragonspire in F tier, but yeah, that's just me. Anyway.
We'll take the loss here, but we'll get them back soon. Let's go. Celestia. Whoever at King's Isle decided to take the word mid and turn it into a whole world, I don't know who made that decision, but they did. This shit's just C for me. It's just like really middle of the road. Like it's kind of fun. There's like a little bit of nostalgia, but it's just a chore. Like it's just I hate that like floating land area. That's some bullshit. I hate
Oh,
those
yeah.
fucking little beavers. Like I hate that
Crustacean
shit.
Empire. Crustacean Empire.
Yeah,
Fuck
Crustacean
that
Empire.
place.
Fire-
Gold knows all
Fuck that
about the
place.
floating lands, man. He can
Floating
take you
land.
everywhere in the floating lands. He's like
Yeah.
a
Floating
No,
land.
guide.
the story
Oh
of
my God.
the story of Celestia is just so bad because literally you spend the entire story just helping the dodge do like whatever
Let's put
and
3 things
nothing
in a thing.
else.
Yeah.
I'm putting an F. I don't like
F?
Celestia.
Damn.
Celestia sucks. Yeah, no, I hate
I
Celestia.
feel like, I feel like we need to like, I feel like F tier's got to be those that are just like, you know, like, fuck that word. You know, like I don't really say it like you know. I feel like Celestia's probably D. I don't know, like
Yeah,
bottom D.
Celestia's like a
Bottom D.
yeah.
Yeah. I
'Cause,
mean,
like,
here's the thing I like about Celestia, right? Combat theme's awesome. I really do like some of the themes that they have there. Some of the scenery is pretty cool, but it's literally just lore the world. Like the story itself is literally just helping some lazy fucks do some sort of science stuff.
The only reason I like Celestia is because I look forward to doing Waterworks. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason.
It's like yeah. I think what do we think? We're thinking high D, like above Wizard City.
I say below Wizard City personally.
I say
Below
below.
At
Wizard
least
City,
Wizard
okay.
City has
Wizard City's
more
short.
interesting lore.
Okay.
Yeah, Wizard City's short. We can go
You
there.
gotta
Yeah.
consider the Catacombs. The Catacombs has like a lot of lore within Wizard City.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, do we count? But like, do we really count that as like part
God,
of?
I hate the I think this is the catacomb. Is this the catacomb?
No, that's what we're
That's
using
weird.
for Darkmoor.
We're gonna have some
We're only doing.
fiery words for this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like I can't get past the floating lands PTSD. I'm still in therapy about that, bro.
Me too. Literally. I hate that big ass water dude who like pushed you through the thing. I hate that.
I still don't have my rank 5s, by the way. I still don't.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
I low
gotta do
key
one on the
gave
active
in
roll.
and spent some money because
The-
I did not want to do all that.
Is Wisteria next for y'all? Wisteria?
I think it's
Yes.
mid.
Yeah.
I played through it one time when I was like 9 years old. I remember nothing about it.
I've never played through Wisteria. Oh, my chat hates me for it, but I've never played through Wisteria.
Okay.
I'll
No,
give it
literally,
a B.
anything that carries this world is okay. There's two
Belladonna
things that
carries
carry
That
this
was
area.
cakes!
Number one is
Belladonna's
Belladonna.
cute.
Everybody knows
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Number
Belladonna
two, no one really does this, but the Tower of the Elephant at the time, if you do it at level, is a very interesting challenge. Otherwise, the world is just straight up mid.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's my opinion. Okay, more Belladonna it would have been S tier, but currently
my
it's more
gosh.
like C tier, D tier, like in that range.
I think
C.
it's
Yeah.
I think it's C because like it's
agree
it's
with
just so short that like I don't really think I can put it in like D or F or anything like near the bottom, just because it's not really a chore to get through. It's just like oh, it's just a world that exists. So it's
I'd
like
say
just kind of
low
Hot
mid.
C.
take. Listen. My hot take is that this is worse than Wizard City. You wanna know
Really?
why? I swear to God, in the story, it's literally like, guys, our magic is so much better than yours, but we aren't gonna teach you any. You're not worthy. That's literally
Literally.
the entirety
Damn.
of fucking Wisteria.
Aren't there like 4 schools? It's like fucking like Toaster, Frost, or like it's like the most random
It's like
bullshit
the
schools
counter
too.
school to like the
Yeah, it's
Wizard
like-
City schools, but like they don't
It's
teach
like
you shit.
fucking.
They just
It's
brag
like
about
Walmart.
their
It's literally like
It's the
Walmart.
great
right?
value brand,
Yeah.
Wizard City.
school. Yeah, great value was not 99-cent store Wizard City, dude.
Great
They
value
don't
is
even
crazy.
teach you shit.
So,
There is one thing, you don't have to like actually play it. It is a side world. But as a world, I think, what are we thinking? High D or like low C?
I can.
I'll put it
I
in
would
the
go
middle.
like
I'll put
low
it in the middle
C.
of the middle between Wizard City and Celestia. I'll put it in the middle right there. That's where
I've
it
just
belongs.
never done it, so I have no input.
I would
Yeah,
do
me
low
neither.
C. I would do low C first for Wisteria.
I
But
think,
it's up
so
to
what do we
y'all.
got? We got like mid D, low C.
I can go like upper D then, I guess, since we're going average.
Yeah,
Upper D
we
tier.
can. We'll just say like these are equal or something. They're like equally bad.
Yeah, so we
Sure.
Yeah.
go like D tier. There we go.
Sure. Yeah. Now Zafaria, honestly, like I used to hate Zafaria, but like Waterworks just makes it kind of easy. Like even though it's long, it doesn't actually take that long. It's kind of fun. I like the Savannah. I'd say a B or something like
All
that.
right. I have a
Yeah.
question for everyone. Has anyone experienced the defeat 10 Greyhorn mercenary quests or the
Okay, yeah.
defeat
Yeah.
10 defeat 10
That's the only point.
Savannah?
That's the only point.
Okay, unironically though, I'd rather do that than ship combat of the same amount.
True.
I would
That
agree
is
with
so
True.
that is so true. That is really
That's
true.
facts.
I will agree with that. I honestly like. I've had Zafaria in my top 5, like at 5th place for a long time. I honestly really like the world, and
I-
I would put it in. I would put it in A tier personally.
I have the same. Yeah, I agree with you fully on that. I've always thought Zafaria would be like within my top 5 worlds too. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, so we
Okay,
got ABA.
I will say this. This definitely will not sound like, the most consistent thing for me. I think that honestly, like the story is kind of boring. Like I'm gonna be honest, it is kind of boring. But
Damn.
At times, yeah.
the
Yeah.
scenery is awesome. The
The
music
music.
is just consistently
Yup.
amazing.
It is.
And there are
Music's so
some
good.
interesting parts of it, especially with Mirror Lake. Mirror Lake definitely carries it at the very end. White Stripes is also a really fun character to remember. With like Jumbo Young Wizard, I love it. I love it so much. It's a great
Jumbo.
area.
He's
I
got
would
one of the
say
best
like
voices in the
maybe,
game.
True.
maybe like a B. I would say like a B for me for Zafaria.
Yeah, I'd
Okay,
say.
so
It's fun.
for Zafaria,
Yeah.
for me, the first experience I had questing through it was utter pain. But every other time it's been like
Oh.
alright. So I'll put it like B. I'll say B for it as well.
I think we're
Yeah.
saying B.
I'd
Now
say
what
B.
about? I think
Really?
better than Dragonspyre.
Definitely better than Dragonspyre.
It's
Yeah.
better
What
than
about
Dragonspyre.
Grizzleheim?
I think
I
I
stand-
like it better than Grizzleheim too.
I would say
No,
behind
it-
Grizzleheim.
No, behind Grizzleheim, but it is
What?
better than Dragonspyre.
Okay, I'm thinking behind. I think this is it. From what
That's
from what I
fine,
can
that's
hear.
All right, I'm gonna say this preemptively S tier.
Really?
Avalon.
Avalon?
No way, yo.
Don't get me started, bro. Do not get me started with
Oh.
Avalon, bro.
I hate
Literally,
Avalon.
dead ass for hours as I was doing this on stream. It's literally like, hey, have you seen the Sword of Kings? No, I haven't seen the Sword of Kings, but there's this guy that I know who I work for. who
Wild
may know where
fucking
it
goose
is.
chase, bro.
And then like you just keep doing that over and over and over
Wild
again.
goose
Then you
chase.
meet some fairies that are like, yo, after like 5 fucking hours or something, they're like, hey, we actually know where it is, and we'll show you the way. And then the Lady of the Lake fucking cucks you. I swear to God, it is like so
I hate it when
asinine.
that
I
happens.
freaking hated questing through the area. However, Jabberwock is really cool.
Lady of the Cake,
This is
though.
only
Lady
this is
of
only
the
thing I've ever
Cake.
done. Is pretty cool. That's
Lady
the only
of
thing.
Lady of the
Cake.
Cake is all I'm gonna say. Lady of
Oh,
the
by
Cake.
the
Oh
way,
my
my
God.
grade is C tier. It's the nostalgia that carries it, but I'm not gonna lie. After doing it so many times, I can't stand doing this world. I just can't.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
I'd-
like
I'd
Avalon,
put-
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I put Avalon in A. Because Avalon was like it's super nostalgic for me first of all, because that's like when I first started watching Wiz videos was when Avalon was released. But I like Ghost Avalon is like probably one of the coolest dungeons in the entire game, and it really does carry the world. And
Okay,
I don't know.
we'll talk about what's better though. We'll talk about what's better in a bit than that, but not right now.
I think for me,
Sure.
Avalon is just the most boring world in the whole game. Like, it's
Thank
just
you.
like it's not bad. It's not a bad world. I just had 3 wizards stuck in there because like You know, like, I love the first arc. I get the nostalgia. Celestia, I'm still going. I'm still running. Zafaria, I slow down a bit, and then I just lose all my momentum in Avalon and then stop. Like,
Yep.
that's what Avalon's like for me. I'd just say
Yep.
C.
Okay.
So what does that average out to?
So what do we got? We got
Uh,
SC, AC. Everyone said the
say-
rating.
I haven't even said. I haven't said.
Oh wait, yeah, Slade.
I'd probably. It's just it's really mid to me, Loki. I'd probably just say I just don't. I don't like the whole wild goose chase vibe of the fucking Sword of Kings.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I do like the last dungeon. The last dungeon is good. And yeah, I'll say C if I give my.
C. So this is looking to
I'd
me like it's
say-
averaging out to be like a low B or like
Yeah, I'd say-
in B.
I'd say A. I'd say A. But I think
A?
that
Oh, my
averages
bad.
out. Yeah.
I'm thinking
wait,
like low B.
I got it.
That's
I
just
got
me,
it.
though.
Yeah, I feel like it's averaging to like a low B tier.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
low
think
B.
better than Dragon. Yeah, I'd say better than Dragonspyre.
I'll yeah, that's cool.
I don't know
Okay.
about Zafaria.
Well, I have a lot of things better than Dragonspyre, so that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it better
I
than
was like,
Zafaria?
don't you dare put that shit above Grizzleheim. Don't you dare do that shit. That's a disgrace.
Would you say it's better
No.
than Zafaria?
No.
Bro.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right.
I think we got an
Rock is
easy S
frying.
tier.
Yeah, bro. For real.
Oh, whoa! Hold on. Hello?
Just an easy S. I don't know.
Ain't no
Come on,
way.
Azteca experience.
Ain't
Let's
no
go
way
down
you
style.
put Azteca in S,
There's
dude.
no-
There's
I'm
no
kidding.
way.
You're
Okay.
not doing that to us.
I clear receipts to back this one up.
You gotta be
I got it.
high if you're putting that second S.
Hell
Okay,
no.
so here's what I'm gonna do is I have a tier titled I Want to Die, and I'm playing in there.
That's fair. That's totally
No,
No,
fair.
I'll tell you- I'll
I
tell you
wholeheartedly agree with
this.
that.
So
Our
I have this
first-
crazy theory, right? And we're gonna get into this theory again. But I feel like, you know what's cool about Azteca is that
What?
like it's the first time where like the wizard fails and all, which is cool. But you want to know why the wizard fell? Is because Morganth is the CEO of racism. First case point is once you go to Azteca, I
That's
swear to
crazy.
God, nobody trusts each other. And you want to know why? They don't give a reason. They're like, yo, I think it's this long-nosed dinosaur that's the problem. No, I think it's this
It's
clawed
long-nosed
dinosaur that's the
dinosaur.
problem. No, I think it's the birds that are the issues with this world right now. And like, I swear to God, none of them have given me a valid reason as to why they despise each other. And this is why they lost. It's because they were so focused on like not trusting each other that like Morganth was just able to swoop right in and cause whatever happened over there. Also, I swear to God, the whole war ritual quest is probably one of the more like
I hated that.
annoying quests, like in general, and especially from a lore perspective. Like it's like, bro, your world is about to end. I don't get it. Like Morganth was just able to this point, bro. I am literally here trying to save your asses from this giant ass rock that's heading towards you in probably like 2,000 plus miles per hour.
Okay, so I used to hate
Easy.
Azteca. I used to like really
pretty
hate it
Very pretty.
because it was so long. Like my first time questing through it, when I got through it, I was just like done. I was like, no, I don't want to play anymore. But every time I've quested through Azteca since, it hasn't been as bad. But I will say the decision to bring back Malistaire was probably one of the worst decisions they made for this world, at least. Darkmoor, they had the payoff, so it was all right. We'll get to that. But in Azteca, it was just really bad. And like I don't know, Xibalba's like I guess kind of nostalgic to me, but not really. I don't know. I would put Azteca in like D or C, probably maybe like higher D.
I'll be so real. They could have done something with the whole like bringing back Malistaire thing, because they could have propped them up. They were starting to prop him up as Morganth's, I guess, quote unquote dark servant, who was doing all the stuff with the undead in the world. But they could have really leaned a lot more into that, because like they should have made it a lot more explicit that like it wasn't Morganth, it was her dark servant that seems eerily familiar that was raising the undead dead or whatever. And it's like, because they didn't do that, it didn't really make for a good story. So I think personally I would put Azteca in D tier. That's where I'm putting it.
B?
D.
Oh, D? Oh, okay.
D as
Alright.
in D as in
Yeah,
dog shit.
as much as people
That's
love
true.
There you go.
And you know,
Very
it's not
pretty,
even
though, has some good music. So like,
It's-
I gotta give him that.
it's not even the first world where the wizard fails either. Like we fail in Crocotopia too. We don't stop Marleybone from taking the
Oh, that
sarcophagus,
bird
and
went out
Marleybone too.
sad.
We fail
My
in
fault.
Crocotopia and Marleybone. You're failing both of
So I
them.
watched this bird just like it stood on a stick and then it just broke and fell down.
Are you talking about the
I will
what's his
say-
name?
I'll say this. I've quested through Azteca 3 times. My first wizard, got out of the world, wanted to die, obviously, as the tier says.
Yeah.
Second time, I thought it would be a little better, like you guys have said, like, oh, it got better. No, it did not. It did not get better. No, it was not better the second time. And then third time, I was like, optimistic. I was like, let's get through this. I want to get to, the things that are happening in the future, the next world, and then so on there. And it just never got better, and I've hated it the same every single time I've quested through it. There's literally no change. I want to die every single time I'm in that world. Fucking saltwater swamp, Terra de Brea, whatever the fuck you are. Like, those places can just go, like, jump off a cliff, please. F tier.
Literally, oh my god.
F
Yeah.
tier.
I'm down to put it in F tier.
I
I'm down
have
to
like
put
a special experience with Azteca. Like, I don't really like strongly hate the world overall. I think it's D tier, but you know that like that one song about memory loss, like that 1 6-hour one. I'm not gonna say the name, but like that shit. When I was 13, that shit traumatized me. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna die and not remember anything. And I was playing through Alto in that area. That world just reminds me of like losing my memory and fucking dying now. I can't play Azteca anymore.
Are you talking about like the caretaker? Like it's just a burning
Yes,
memory or
that
something?
song. I didn't want anyone in the chat to look it up, but like in case they're 13 too. But like, yeah. But that shit, I think we think it's just like low.
Please
D,
put it in F, bro. We gotta have our first F tier,
Yeah,
please.
yeah,
Please put it in F, bro.
Put it in F.
Get out of here. Yeah, get that world out of here, please.
Let's go.
Whenever they make that fucking elixir to skip that world, I'm buying it every time. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Let's
what
bust
world
out.
is this?
I got some receipts
That's
for
Aquila.
this.
That's Aquila.
Before Firestarter starts his rant about this, I got this I got some receipts in the Discord. It says Chrysalis has 277 quests, but it has like the exact same amount of like boss fights as Azteca. It's
That's
like
crazy.
Azteca is more inflated. Chrysalis is longer, but it's not like as like long. It's like less dense. Like Azteca is just dense and long, like me.
Yeah. Ayo.
Oh yeah, me too.
Same.
Like all of us, the
Who's
wizards.
next. Sorry, Aquila's next.
Azteca is 197 and Chrysalis is 297, right?
I'm pretty sure Chrysalis is 277.
Oh yeah, is it?
I don't know. Maybe
But
I could be
still,
wrong.
Yeah,
80 more
277.
quests or 80 fewer quests in Azteca quests in Azteca's case, and 2 more bosses. Like make it
Yeah,
make
277.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only
Like-
55 boss fights and 277 quests, and then you have Azteca.
There are more mob fights, but the same amount of bosses.
Chrysalis is just S tier for me. I'm not backing down on Chrysalis, bro.
Me neither.
Same. I
I'll put it in
love
this.
Chrysalis.
3 S's?
Okay,
Yeah.
the reason I also love Chrysalis, I'll say this. This is the reasoning for it.
All of Arc 2, Chrysalis is the best one. It's
So,
definitely S.
You're right about that.
Okay. Here's
Chrysalis, you have it's like you're fighting like it's like a war like against like the bugs that Morganthe has like corrupted and all that shit, and it's like you feel like you're like you really are fighting to save the spiral from what she's doing. And then on top of that, like I know it's long, but the Great Beast dungeon, the one where you go across the fucking
That one's tight.
ocean, is also I love that dungeon.
That's fun. Yeah.
And you also get to look forward to going to Darkmoor. Like that's like the next step. Like once you hit 100, because you hit 100 while you're in Chrysalis, you get to look forward to that. Which Darkmoor is just its own like amazing thing. I love Darkmoor. But not the Chrysalis is just the goat. I don't care how long it is. The goat S tier.
okay. Here, let me give my take on it.
Okay,
No.
so I'll tell you this, right? I think a lot of us here definitely have our fair share of long worlds, especially if you're a pirate fan. I'll just say that.
Oh, Pluto, you go.
Okay, here. So, I love Chrysalis.
See,
Oh, we got people. Who's joining and leaving? Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Okay,
bro
so
landed on my power line.
Bruh.
okay, so I love Chrysalis. I did my ranking. I had it at number 2, just behind Darkmoor. So I will say S tier for it. The reason is because the story is just amazing. The story really carries it. Like you just look at part 1. Part 1's a war story, and you literally have like main characters finally in Wiz. You've never really had it before. Like you have like Divum, Megalia. You have Megalia. You have Zoltana. You have so many new main characters. Also, just like part 1 is so nostalgic for me because it's the first time I watched like the Road to 90 series. The Blaze Lifehammer, Zen Master Blues Road to 90 series was when they were questing through Chrysalis part 1, and I don't know, that's just like super nostalgic to me. Was just watching that. the thing with Chrysalis though, like when you get to part 2, like you go through Crescent Beach, which is the worst area, but then you go to Darkmoor, so you have like a little bit of a break. So it's not really like Azteca, because Azteca you're questing through all of it in one go, and you don't take a break. But in Chrysalis, you get to like middle of it, and then you go to Darkmoor, and then you come back. So it's kind of like a little bit less time questing in it, I guess. It's kind of like
True.
split up a little bit. So I would put Chrysalis in S tier, and also this is just how you do a finale
Three
to an
S.
arc. This is how you do a
Literally.
finale to an arc, because Arc 4, that finale, it just didn't feel like you had like accomplished anything. Same with Arc 3. Like when you finish Arc 3 and Arc 4, you don't feel like you accomplished something. And when you're done with Chrysalis, you feel like you actually accomplished something. So I would put it in S.
So I want to
Yeah.
talk about some of the things I want to say as well about Chrysalis. I would say it definitely has some flaws for sure. I think the music can be a little bit lackluster in comparison to other worlds, that's for sure. I think that the
music.
ending of Chrysalis is also a little bit, in my opinion, it's a little bit too convenient. However, what comes after that is definitely really nice. That kind of sets up for the next arc, which I really do enjoy. But overall, I would say one of my most favorites about Chrysalis definitely has to be the galleries. It's probably what does it a lot for me for giving it like the S tier ranking, because it's a decently difficult dungeon that you can solo if you really wanted to, but it brings up like that whole Shadow Legion kind of crew before you get to like the main villain, which is really amazing. You get to
It
meet
is
some
so
people from
cool.
the past, and they also work very well together, which is really nice. It's really nice in a thematic standpoint. It's also really nice playing around with it through combat and just trying to figure out ways to get through it. But yeah, I would say another 3 things as to why Chrysalis should be S tier. Number 1, we beat the CEO of racism
Let's go.
in
Real.
Morgan. Number 2, you got your boy Divum. And number 3, definitely like the gallery. So for me, like it's easily, despite its flaws that it has, just like all worlds do, it's easily one of the best worlds in Arc 2, and it deserves its S ranking.
Well, Frenzy was saying that cutscene with Grandfather Spider, that was like one of the most iconic cutscenes like in all of like Wizard 101 like history. Right, when that cutscene happened, there were theories everywhere. Like, who is he? Is he Malister's father? Right there, it was peak Wizard 101 when this world released. So yeah, S. I would say S.
All right, I
Who
can't
who
even
hasn't
say
given their
anything to
take?
weigh it down.
Who hasn't given their take yet though?
Me, I mean, I've never given up in Chrysalis. I think it's like a little, that's a little long, but like everyone else said S, so I can't really like, even if I say F, it's still S, so it's like it's all right. I think it's just kind of like
Well, I
it's
mean, I
all
put-
right.
I do want to hear you
I put
guys' take.
Dragonspyre
though.
in F, and look where it is. So I mean, it's there's nothing I can do about it.
I'm fine with S. I haven't played through with the dialogue. I haven't played through Chrysalis in 4 years, so I don't really remember it too much.
What about Ice
It's
Gold?
good.
I do want to
I'd
hear
say
Ice Gold's take. All right. So I guess we'll
Yes,
put it in an
W.
S then. All
Should we
right.
Hell
just
yeah.
like should we put Aquila at the end or do it now?
We can do
yeah,
Aquila.
we can do it now.
Yeah, let's do
To me,
Aquila
this
now.
shit is fucking ass. I've never played through Tartarus or Poseidon. I've
Dude.
only done Mount Olympus, and I just hate doing it every
You gotta
time.
do Tartarus. Tartarus is the best part of Aquila.
Tartarus
Really?
is the best part. Atlantia kind of blows, but
Yeah, Atlantea's
Tartarus
ass, but
is
Tartarus
right.
makes it like actually really good. I really like Aquila as a whole. I honestly like Mount Olympus too. Mount Olympus has a lot of nostalgia for me because it was the first time I did a playthrough with one of my like friends back in the day. I don't even know what he's doing anymore, but he was like, dude, you gotta do this at level 30. I never knew that before, and we did it, and it was just like, I don't know, it was really nostalgic. And then Tartarus is just a really cool experience, like the vibe there, the just everything there, like the fight is like hard too, like the fight where you fight Hades and all the gods there too. It's just really good, really good content there in Tartarus, and I think it makes that combined with Olympus, fuck Atlantia, but that combined with Olympus makes it probably like I'd say B or A at least.
Okay.
B or A?
So
I also like that, like,
Aquila,
every dungeon has a secret boss and stuff.
yeah. I would say I liked the concept behind it, but the only 2 really good dungeons are Olympus and Tartarus. Like Atlantia is so dull to just look at. It's not
so
really.
tired of having that fucking defeat Poseidon Earthshaker thing. Every time I beat a quest, my arrow defaults to defeat Poseidon
Oh, yeah.
Earthshaker. And I'm
That's
so
what mine
tired of
does
that shit.
too. That's what mine does too.
I
It's
hate
so
that shit
funny.
so much. It's been like that for 5 years.
5 years.
That's real though.
I need to actually defeat.
I
Poseidon.
would put Aquila at C, just because like you have Mount Olympus is good, Tartarus is good, and then Atlantia sucks. So I think it's just like mid. I think Aquila itself is just mid. But I will say when they did the Tartarus update in Pirate, I do like the continuity there.
Oh my god.
So it does like it does kind of add to it.
it.
I don't like farming
Oh.
Tartarus. Let me just say that I don't like farming Tartarus, but I do like the
No,
story that they're
no,
going
okay,
with.
Here's the thing. In general, I'm just not a big. Besides the story, I'm not a big fan of just the Tartarus update in general. I'm just not the biggest fan.
So where should we go? What are we thinking?
Pirate.
Like,
Yeah,
You
I mean,
thinking-
Locke, you were there.
I
You
was
already
there.
felt
It
about
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't good.
we thinking like low
Yeah.
B, high C, like somewhere around here. Like,
I'm
I'm down for
thinking-
low B. Low B.
Give it. I say give it the juice tier. Put it at high C.
I'm thinking
High
C.
C.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that sounds
alright.
about right.
We're going
you
C.
already know.
I'm thinking like maybe like low B. I think it's overall just better than Pirate Aquila. This is the one time I'll say that wisdom.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hell yeah.
No, it's
Fuck,
definitely
fuck
better.
Pirate
Two low
Aquila.
B's, two high
I
C's.
hate Pirate Aquila.
I'm fine with high C. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Well,
I'll go high
go with
C.
that.
High C is
Alright.
sounds good to me.
Polaris, you already know that shit's ass.
Oh,
Like,
he's kind
yeah,
of stripped
bro.
Dark. We kind of stripped Darkmoor though.
Oh,
my
true,
fault.
true.
It's not even
Yeah,
on here.
Darkmoor.
No,
Well, no, it's like the
Darkmoor-
little-
Darkmoor- Yeah, that right there. Yeah.
This is
That's-
Darkmoor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we're
we're doing
considering this
that.
as Darkmoor.
Yeah.
Who wants to start Darkmoor?
Honestly, all of the 4 dungeons I feel like are just
They're
really,
solid.
really well made. I would put the 4 dungeons just overall in A tier myself because, like Kembalung Village is kind of alright, and then Barkenham Palace.
Oh,
is
I
kinda
love
alright.
Kembalung.
House of
True.
Scales, and Darkmoor both. Those are the carry. Those are the carries.
I never knew what the 4 dungeons were. I love
Yeah,
that now.
I think we're doing this one specifically Darkmoor though. Yeah, because that's like its only like that's the only one that has like its own like world for it though. Is that not what is that?
That's a good point. That's
Yeah,
a good point.
that is fair enough.
Okay, if we're just doing Darkmoor, that's an easy S because the music for literally everything. It checks all the boxes. Music, goated. Combat music, right? I mean, the combat music in Darkmoor is like so like it's so hype, and it just fits perfectly with the vibe of the world and everything, or the vibe of the dungeon. Well, it's 3 dungeons, but the whole vibe of that, the ambiance, like the castle. I wish there was more shit to do in the actual castle because the castle looks so good, and I feel like it's so overlooked. But obviously you have the culmination of defeating Shane Von Shane twice. You get to learn your first shadow spell, and you get to of course defeat Malistaire, and then you get like the best gear at level 100 for a lot of the schools at least have one piece you're trying to get there, and it's a break from Chrysalis too that you get to come and do, and it's just like I don't know.
It makes the rest of Chrysalis easy as well.
Yeah, it's just Darkmoor is just it's always been my favorite. Like it's my favorite part of the game. That for me personally.
I would agree with that. I've never really had like those bad like Wolf Stormblade experiences everyone talks about. I mean, there've been a couple
Oh my
like, what
god.
the fuck moments, but
Oh,
nothing
I've
too crazy.
I've had
No.
some people roll in with Bizarre Gear trying to hit with 13 damage before. So
Dude, no,
Literally.
you brought back
Look at this.
memories. Dude, when I was
Let me
farming
see
this
that.
on my
Let me see
myth,
that.
when I was farming
Okay,
this
so let
on
me-
my myth, it was so bad.
Yeah. I
Bro.
was just about to mention that. If you're a myth wizard, that's like unfortunately
It's
you were
racism.
like the yeah, basically it was racism. It was schoolsism. That's pretty much what it
Yeah.
was.
Learn Spirit Blade.
Let me tell you
I mean, Elemental.
let me tell you what happened real quick. So like in Mali, how if you like do a universal thing, he steals it, right?
yes.
So I had a teammate that had Maycast Tower Shield and Maycast Legion
No.
Shield on their pet.
No.
That's
Pluto.
what happened. And I was like,
No,
can you
Pluto.
change your, I was asking him, can you change your pet, man? And he was like, no, this is my only good pet. And I was like, please, just
take it off.
any pet. Any
not
pet's
hitting.
better than that.
Just don't use it.
No way.
It was
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then
Yeah,
the people ask for the cheats. They'll be like, "Hey, what are the cheats?" And then you'll explain it, and then they'll they'll ask like after the fact too. It's just like
So
I
I
don't
can't
have their
blame.
Maycast Fairy Pet on. And
yeah, you
shit,
have to, you have to
bro,
type
like-
an essay. You have to type an essay to explain the cheats, and then they just
And then the people that
Why
leave,
not just tell them to go on wiki?
and the people
I
that
do,
leave
but
right
it's
after,
like, oh, what's I just.
the
Final
people that
best
leave
and
right
then
after
final-
Yevgeny too, bro. It's
Duh.
so
Oh
bad.
yeah, and then they'll be like, "Are you doing the whole dungeon?" Yeah, we are. And then they all leave after Yevgeny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
My
pisses
first
me
video
off.
that actually got attention was me ranting about Darkmoor.
That's crazy.
So I would say
I
the
feel like- I feel
farming,
like
Oh,
Go
right,
ahead,
sorry,
go
you
for
know,
it.
you know. Oh, no, no, okay. I would say the farming of Darkmoor is like F, but the story of it is S. And honestly, the story does kind of carry because they make up for what happened in Azteca. So I would go A. I would go A tier for Darkmoor.
Mm.
So we got
Okay.
S A. I'd say A. So we got S
I'd say
Yeah, it's
A.
A.
as
S.
well.
S for me.
Yeah, I would
S.
say
I will say-
definitely high A. I would say like from my experience though, like when as a myth main, not many people wanted to pick me like at all because I was a myth wizard. You know, there was always a whole like bias against myth wizards at that time, especially when it comes towards farming. So like in order for me to get into a team, I had to basically become like a great value Jade. And that's how people were considering for me to be in the team. That's how bad it was as a myth wizard.
Damn.
A great value Jade is crazy.
Do
I'll
they
say
act
this
as
too. I
paid for
feel
you to,
like
glow up though.
I feel like most players, like this is one of the reasons that also Darkmoor is really good, and I feel like this is an interesting take here. A lot of players, like everyone's experienced Darkmoor, and everyone has memories of Darkmoor, and like everyone can kind of come together and like talk about like those kind of memories and like laugh about it, just like we were just doing, like laughing about all the shitty stuff that happened, all the fun stuff and everything. And I think that's something that Darkmoor has that not a lot of other worlds really have, because like you have to come together as a team to like conquer the dungeon and everything. And
You're
It's
right.
so
and
true.
you really have those kind of good like
It
just
was-
funny good memories of the whole thing too.
I will say
People
it
get
was.
emotional.
Yeah, it was the last great dungeon that Wiz had. Like
Very true.
Nightmare,
I agree.
Nightmare sucked, Catacombs sucked. It was the last great
yeah.
dungeon. The
I mean,
last
like,
great
here's the thing,
one.
right? Like, Firestarter and I, we talked about this a handful of times, but like, one of the reasons why Darkmoor just has so many memories and really just the fact that it lasted so long is because back then, like, there was definitely a longevity of gear. But nowadays, it's like every new year, it's always some incremental increase that if you're a competitive player is a really big deal. So like everyone chases the new thing like almost every single year. But when it was Darkmoor, we had to wait quite a while in order for new gear to drop, that being the Catacombs, but that was like 30
Yep.
levels later.
I still use Darkmoor at 150. I don't know what the hell we're doing.
Dude, you're the
Yeah,
only
to be
one.
honest.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I miss
so
when
I-
gear used to have when gear used to last long. I miss longevity of gear. What are you
I-
saying?
If we're putting it in A, then it needs to be the top of A tier. But I mean, I'm gonna advocate for S, but
I'm gonna switch to S. I think we'll go.
Yeah, that's fair
Okay.
enough.
I can
I think
switch to
I'll go-
S.
I think I
Okay,
might go
bottom
S,
left.
honestly.
I'll go
Yeah.
S.
W.
Love Darkmoor.
Anything
Even
is
in-
better
even
than
if-
Novus farming.
In spite of all the
Anything is better than
flaws.
Novus
And I mean, think about how much money Darkmoor's got now. You think about all the views, all the
That's
videos
true,
you guys
dude.
can make.
Dude, everyone watches Darkmoor, yeah.
Exactly.
It's still a staple piece.
It's got some money to it.
For
Yeah.
real.
Now, what about Polaris?
Polaris, I'll put S. It's like
Me too.
third or fourth out of everything on my list.
Yeah, I'd say it's S tier. It's just fun. Like it's such a nice break after the second arc.
Yeah,
Really
for
is.
real.
Very true.
It's like I
The-
love Chrysalis, but it's so nice to have Polaris after it.
Hell
you
yeah.
get so much XP, and it's very quick. It's very light and quick. I would say I would say behind Darkmoor or top of A for players. for
I
me.
agree with Slade. I would go top of
Okay.
A. I would go top of A for Chrysalis, or not Chrysalis, Polaris. Excuse me. It's
Polaris
just
top
such a
of A.
good break. It's just such a good break after Azteca, Darkmoor, and Chrysalis. You know, it's just like a world that you just have fun in, really. And it was like
True,
a really
true.
hype world too. Like I feel like Mirage and Empyrea, especially Empyrea, kind of ruined Arc 3.
Fuck Empyrea.
I know
Yeah.
it kind of ruined Arc 3, but this was like hype when it came out. Like the ending with the rat on the Borealis Peak.
I love
That
the
was
rat fight.
such
The
a
rat
good
fight's
ending.
good.
That was like that made you hype, and you would like know, like you knew every world that was coming next, and the fact that like, you knew like the bosses too, like the scorpion and the bat, right? I don't know, there was just something about it that was like hype, like just knowing what's
Yeah.
coming next. So yeah, I would say top of A.
I'd say top A or below Darkmoor and S. Either one's fine with me. I don't
I
care.
think we've got more S's than A's here, so I think we'll go like right here. I think that's
I'll-
fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, top of A.
Now,
going
for
top-
me, like, we got top A, top A or S.
What are we doing, S or A?
Hold on. Everyone go through. Okay. So if I'm saying like a final verdict, I'll say top A.
Yeah,
I
top
say
A.
S.
I say
Top
S.
8.
I would
say
say top
bottom
of A.
S.
I would say top of
I-
A.
3 and
Oh, we're
3.
tied.
Okay.
Uh,
so
no.
just
I'll change.
just
It-
leave
it-
bottom S.
It's just
let
a
it-
really fun world.
Let's
Bomb
have
S,
Kennedy
bomb
and
S.
Firestarter's chat decide.
We
Okay.
could we could ask chat.
Should be our tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Polaris
still
top
watching.
of A or bottom of S?
Kennedy will decide that. when she
Are you
sends a
picking
message
Kennedy?
saying what it is, she'll decide it.
W
Yeah.
Kennedy,
can
let's
do
go. You
a-
got this. Kennedy's the goat.
Let's
Here,
go.
I'll do a poll in my chat too.
Yeah, do that. Now, for me, Mirage is just like, it's really fun the first time you do it. Same thing kind of with Empyrea, but like, on repeat playthroughs, it's so boring. Like, that's, for me, the third and fourth arcs were fun to do the first time, but they have no replay value at all, because I just don't have any nostalgia for them. For me, Mirage is like, I want to put it in C, but it was fun the first time, so I'll put it in B.
I personally really like Mirage. I would put it high A. I think
Same.
it's 6th on my list.
I only played
I
through
really
Mirage
love it.
once, and I
Same.
didn't really, I didn't hate it, and I was, it was chill. I really don't remember too much from it, but I do like the kind of like desert-ish world. Like I like that a lot. I like the vibe there. And I think it was like the graphic. It's, I guess you can compare it to Crocotopia kind of, but like the graphics are way better there. And like you fight Grandfather Spire at the end, the culmination of that. I like it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll say high B or A or something like that. I don't know.
So for
Yeah.
Mirage, the Mirage is super easy to like get through because the mobs have like no health. But I feel like the XP kind of slows a little bit after Polaris. Because Polaris, you get like a ton of
it's
XP.
like a high.
You get a ton of XP in Polaris, but when you like go into Mirage after, you feel like you're getting no XP, even though it's probably like normal. You feel like you're just getting none, so it feels
the
a lot
Polaris.
longer than than it probably actually is. So just because of that, I'm gonna put it at B, I think. But yeah, I would say B, like high B though, like behind Grizzleheim, above Zafaria, Avalon, and Dragonspyre.
Okay.
I would say A for Mirage. Like personally, Arc 3, like Chrysalis through Empyrea is like my favorite part of the game. I wouldn't rank any of those worlds below A tier.
Yeah,
Okay.
me neither.
In P. All right.
Okay, look, I don't want to hear it from y'all.
It
when we
looks
get
like this is
there.
what I got.
Mirage definitely, I would say like around A. Like I'll be real, like I don't
Okay.
remember the story as much, but it probably could be because I wasn't paying as much attention after my first playthrough. I'll be doing a second playthrough through the story though, so like maybe my opinions would change. But
Okay,
at the
okay.
time, I enjoyed my time.
All right, looks like we got like low A. I think
Yeah, like,
from
low A.
all 6 of our scores.
That's cool.
All right, this is gonna be my last one. I think Empyrea. Shit, who's going first?
I'm
I
gonna
can
call
go.
it S. It's my third favorite world.
We're gonna be
Okay.
very
Wait, wait,
divided
I wanna
on
hear the reasoning.
this.
I want to hear the reasoning on this. I want to hear the reasoning.
So I do honestly have nostalgia associated with part 1 because that was the first time I ever had a max level, and then part 2 is just beautifully made. So the combination of those two factors, it's my third favorite. It's top 3 in my opinion.
Okay, I also my first time having a max level was also in Empyrea. I have like the exact like opposite opinion.
No.
Milori is such an uninteresting character to follow. She's like, I don't know, she's so annoying, and the fact that
True.
she's like the central point of Empyrea is just like I don't like want to deal with like when the best decision they made in part 1 was when Bat decided to kill her. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the best decision because she was not in the
Thanks, Bat.
story, and then she comes back, and it's like, really, why are we doing this? But no, like this is when the mobs started to have like dual school, but it was before
Fuck
like
that.
it was before like Arc 4. Like Arc 4, I think they kind of like made it a little bit better, but they had resist to both school when this world first came out, so it was like so annoying. And then also just the area of Xanadu is the worst area in probably any
that?
world. Xanadu and
Xanadu
Xanadu
County.
sewers, such a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
area.
This
That
is
was
Oh my
so
god.
bad.
Oh my god.
I looked it up. I'm just getting pictures of weed. I think that's a strand of weed.
Look that. What did you look up?
I'm smoking Xanadu pack.
Yo, W song by the way. Xanadu. W song though. Does anyone know?
Yeah.
Anyone know that? Anyone know that?
No, I don't.
No,
Electro Light Orchestra. All right, cool. Just me. Got it.
Got it. For me, like Empyrea, the first half's actually, I think part 1's better. It reminds me of like when I went through my Eminem phase, and like I just remember it just reminds me of Eminem. But then like,
What, you gave out your
Bro.
mom spaghetti?
yeah, it's like I was listening to like his like new album for some reason. But then like Part 2 just like really started to trail off. I hate those fucking weird ass purple people, and I just hate like
Oh god.
I hate the NPCs. Like pork and
Racism,
beans are
bro.
annoying as shit.
Racism.
I just don't like the weird Star Trek vibe. I'd say like C
So
because
I
it's not
kinda
bad.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with part 1 being better. I absolutely was annoyed with part 1 because I feel like this is the time where like I felt like KI was over relying so much on their references, which they
Yes.
do references in every world, but I
Okay.
swear to God, none of them were like more on the nose and over the top than when I got into Empyrea. Like part 1 was just focusing so hard on those references, but part 2 focused more on the story aspect, especially with the conclusion between the fight between Raven and Spider, which is why I can't really say it's like anything below an A. I would say it's at least an A.
All
All
right.
right, I gotta head out, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta go make sure I don't have an STD or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's crazy. All right.
Well, I
said
told
what?
you I was clean. I told you I was clean.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
a super tall dime because I got big money in my pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
okay,
meant.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys
true,
later.
true.
Go, yeah, go,
Bye.
go make sure about
See you, brother.
See you, Noble.
See ya, Noble.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Bro, My dad was just calling me.
Bro. You gotta defend Empyrea though.
Yeah, Empyrea S tier. Like, I fucking love that world. So,
are
like,
so
literally,
good.
like you guys, I maxed my first character in Empyrea. It was part 2 Empyrea actually, like in 2020. And like I just love Empyrea. Like I love the chaos chains. Like most of all, like I love Inner Athanor, Outer Athanor, Samsara, Chaos Jungle. Like I just love that shit overall. Also, I used to like put like Southeast Aeroplanes like slowed down like that Glad Rocker video just like on blast when I was studying for shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it is.
Like bro, that was my study shit. I swear. Like so for me it'd be bottom of S.
Say the aeroplanes is like obviously the best area of
Yes, I'll agree with
Empyrea.
that.
Like
We
it's
got
such
Oh
a
yeah,
good
I
area.
like the one
Empyrea.
part too with all the doors and shit. I forgot what that part is.
Oh,
The little-
Nexus. Nexus
Yeah.
was also pretty good. So there are like upsides to Empyrea, but I would say like maybe C tier for it. I don't know. There's
Alright.
like things I really don't like about the world, but then there's things I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. So I'd go C.
So I'm gonna advocate here. I'm gonna be the odd one out here. I hate Imperia. So
Bro.
I I got my first max at 130, like that was when that was at the time. And questing through that world, it was questing through it during COVID too. I was questing through it. And so there's some really bad memories were going on with that world. And it was just such a grind to get through, And I like the Xanadu part, Xanadu sewers, god awful. Like get me out of there, please. And just I don't know, just that that world is just so long too for me. Like I know Chrysalis is long, but it's enjoyable. Imperial just was not enjoyable for me. And I'm just gonna be the only one to probably say D or F tier for this, but I'm gonna bring down the overall rating here. But I just do not like Imperia. It's just not.
I think for me, what carries it is like the grandmother Raven Spider thing. That's kind of it for me. That kind of carries Imperia. But,
Frenzy,
like,
what
I
do
could really skip part 1 though. Like I don't like part 1 that much.
where do you put Empyrea, Frenzy?
I'll probably put it like, bro. The fact that Grizzleheim is a high B is a crime for me. I'd say just because I think Grizzleheim is better, so I would say probably put it like below Zafaria, and like B, but below Zafaria.
I think we're kind of averaging it like B or C here. Because we have like we have two S's, like one like D or F. I'm C, Frenzy's B, so that's like that's probably a B or C, right? But yeah, I would go
Okay.
I could go low B. I could go low B
Low
for
B.
Empyrea. Yeah, I could go low
It
B.
can't be better than Grizzleheim. It can't be better than Grizzleheim. I'm sorry.
No,
I
there's no way it's better than Safari either. And I would put Avalon before that. I would even put I'd put Dragonspyre in front of it too.
shit. Okay.
Damn.
So where we put in Empyrea,
Bro.
like above Dragonspyre or below Dragonspyre? Because I wouldn't put it above Dragonspyre.
I still unironically think it's better than Avalon. Unironically.
Okay.
I don't know. I
so-
wouldn't. I wouldn't go that far.
Listen,
go.
I'm just biased against Avalon. That's all. You know what's crazy? It used to be my favorite world too, until I started playing it again.
Yo,
That's
what's
when
up,
everything
Jacob?
changed.
Playing Avalon.
Yeah, through like a
Yeah.
walkthrough. I hated it so much. I had like the least fun doing it over there. Azteca, at least it's funny because of my propaganda about the CEO of racism. That's what made it
Oh
funny.
yeah.
That's what made it
Literally.
fun.
That's
Questing through
real.
Azteca and just sharing my propaganda of why Morganth is the CEO of racism.
Bro, I have Empyrea Insider in my chat, and then they just heard like all the Empyrea slander. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. So much slander.
Hey,
on
Empyrea
that.
sucks. Your opinion is invalid. I'm just kidding, man.
Greg,
Yo,
our next collab has got to be the genius of Empyrea. We
Okay,
gotta-
deadass.
we gotta-
Hi, my name is Firestarter. We're gonna talk about why Empyrea is actually good.
It
And you just
is.
should have a tier list.
It is, bro.
You should have tier list like this is a crime. You just put
That's
like red
odd.
arrows
Not
on it,
one out
and
here,
like,
guys.
okay,
Don't-
this is a crime.
That's the thumbnail.
Okay, Jacob, you're a WizTuber. Okay, where would you rank Empyrea, Jacob?
Does Jacob actually listen to the Wiz story though?
Like Rosebud?
Sorry,
Yeah, Roseblade's in my chat right now.
coughed on something there, guys. Sorry. Anyway,
We are all
that's his
anxiously
first one.
awaiting your feedback.
Come on,
everyone's
Jacob.
waiting. Come on.
Type faster.
Is there stream delay?
Polaris Best World. That's
fair.
that's
a
what he
fair
said.
take.
Yeah, that's a fair take. Okay. So Empyrea is going bottom of B tier. Where's
I
it going?
guess I'll allow it.
guess.
I'll allow.
I'm a B.
None of us are happy with this ranking. Okay, like
Yeah, for real.
That's kind of what you do when you average it. Nobody gets what they
Yeah,
want.
so listen, I'm okay with it just because it's not above Grizzleheim. That's all. Yeah.
All
So
right.
bottom B.
Yeah.
Alright.
Catacombs. I'm putting that right, and I want to die. Literally
same.
immediately.
Honestly, I
Wait,
really
I actually like Catacombs. Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Lore's
what?
good, though. The story in lore is pretty good though.
How?
Yeah.
No
I know
way.
a lot of people don't tend to play it, but if you look past the please or rancidness, like nonsense that we had to go
Wait, that's
through
the great. That's the best part,
years-
though. What are you talking
Bruh.
about?
But
No
it's
way.
like
You're
the actual-
trolling, man.
The actual lore to it, like the story to it, as you go through, it's much better than people give it
really-
credit for.
I have some good nostalgia with that too, like grinding for Dragoon gear, like for PvP back at 130, because I was the Fire Maycast Shatter Pet, Ifrit FFA.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, we're just
relax,
gonna look past that.
relax,
Because guys,
yeah,
listen. I
relax.
You wanna Asaka the Maycast Incendiate in there while you're at it?
had
Let's see.
Maycast Infoul, Maycast Shatter, Trap Stack, Ifrit FFA, easy.
Okay,
Wow.
chill.
Ew.
Guys, I've learned the error of my ways. It's okay. Anyway, I really do. I
Okay.
did like Catacombs.
Yeah, because he
and
got
I
nerfed,
like.
that's why. That's why he was forced to learn the error of his ways.
The only thing I
Oh.
like about Catacombs is the Gregor badge. Bro.
Oh yeah, Gregor's grief.
Yeah, that's the only thing I like about it. And you probably know why.
Yeah, I gotta say an experience that happened to my brother. Didn't happen to me, but I really feel for him. So he spent literally like all day during a double reagents grinding for Dragoon gear, and then he accidentally crafted the wrong piece that he already had, and emailed support. They wouldn't give it back to him. So I'm just like, yeah, if that happened to me, I would hate Catacombs so much. So yeah, no, I gotta put it in F, but like maybe highest I would go is a low D. But I'll hear everyone else out real quick.
I feel like the
that's kinda
Dragoon farming aspect is what sours a lot of people's opinions of
I
it.
didn't mind the Dragoon farm.
No,
don't know. I'm, like,
initially
the only one?
I would agree that's pretty bad, but then came Novus, and then I was just like,
That-
nah.
That's
Hey, Novus farming is bad.
Oh
I-
god.
I'm not gonna. I
We'll
really.
talk about it in a sec. We'll talk. About
I
it in a
didn't
sec.
mind the grindiness of the like, cause it was like the best gear in the game. Like it was like gear that we had like never seen like that was this good before in the game. So it was like, if you're farming it at that time during double reagents, like it's so hyped. There, you'd see outside of King Detritus like just thousands of people, just okay, not thousands, but hundreds of people just there around the fucking like sigil, and it's just like. I don't know. I really did like it a lot. I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one that actually liked the farm for it. Like, obviously it was grindy, but it was like, it was worth it. The payout when you got your gear, it's like, oh, dude, like that was so worth it. Like, this gear is amazing.
I mean, yeah, it's the thing I had issues with is like their whole solutions to, quote unquote fix the grindiness was just apply a key boss, which has added more RNG, typically not within your favor. When all people were asking for was just like a breakdown system because we kept getting like the quote unquote trash gear from the area that we would have
Exactly.
probably have preferred turning them into the alchemical extracts, but they
Exactly.
didn't
Or
want to do
just
that because reasons.
Or just like when
Yeah.
you get a crystal, you can, how you like you can transmute like whatever, like 10 extract into crystals or whatever. I don't know. You can like turn a crystal into extract too, or turn a crystal into salts. That would have made it a lot better as
You mean,
well.
the breakdown system,
Yes.
right? So instead of
Yes.
like, building it up, like you'll have a way to like reverse
Break it
basically,
down. I
strip
wish.
it down into
Right. Yeah, that
everything.
would have made
I
it a
have to
lot
have so many
better.
fucking crystals, and I couldn't. That's like I don't understand why they wouldn't.
I don't know. I mean, we've talked about this with like every world afterwards. Lemuria, Novus, even Wallaru. But like, Wallaru is just it's not as bad, but at the same time, it's not gear that I'm shooting to get.
Lock,
Honestly.
do you
Also-
remember the 4:30 a.m. crash farm?
Oh no, bruh.
Also, another
I
thing I
never wanna go
gotta
back.
Another thing I gotta say, everyone remembers like like Mount Olympus at level 30, Waterworks at level 60, Darkmoor level 100. Nobody does Catacombs at level 130. Like
Well,
for
they
it
did
being
back
one of
when
those
it was
dungeons,
maxed.
back when it was maxed, but like nowadays you would never like take your time to farm Catacombs. So it's like I don't know, it's kind of just not really the same as it was back then either with the farming, because you would just like
Will
go to like I don't know like Lemuria or something here. You wouldn't ever
Yeah.
settle for Catacombs.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
mean,
let's
can we treat it as if like there's nothing? Okay, so what would the rating be if there was nothing else after it? Like that's like if that went at the point when it was like the like the highest thing you could do. Like I feel like that's a high rank. No, I mean
I would
I
maybe
think for me,
go.
so I'll say this. I would say like with all of it together, I would say it's maybe like a high C, just because like there was a lot of people I met throughout the time farming catacombs, similar to Darkmoor, not necessarily Darkmoor levels, but definitely a lot more of a more like fun-ish kind of experience in comparison to like farming in Aquila.
yeah.
But that's just me.
So
all right,
what were we thinking?
wherever you
Dylan?
want to put it. I mean, it's I don't think it's in the I want to die, but
I think it's middle of D tier.
The highest I would go was D. D tier.
Like me personally, I'm putting Catacombs in A just for the story.
I'd put it in B personally too.
I think we're
I think
averaging
we're
at
very
about
torn on
C.
this.
I think we're
I think we're
averaging at about
averaging,
C.
like, high C or like low B.
Mid,
That's
like
like
high
probably
C
the
or
average.
yeah.
Okay, see.
There's no way I can put this like above Aquila though,
I will
right?
say this though, during the catacombs, you do get your scion spells. Say what you want about those kind of spells. I think the concepts for them were pretty cool. It just kind of sucks that like nowadays we have two versions. Some of the PvP versions are way better than the PvE ones, but yet we can't use them for some reason.
You get your science spells at the beginning of Empyrea Part 2.
Oh, you do? I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah.
catacombs.
No, it wasn't Catacombs.
And no,
Oh,
that
okay,
that would
well.
have actually probably bumped it up if they actually had done that, or if they had added new spells or something like that. But no, you did them at the beginning of Empyrea.
I mean, if you got
Yeah.
where are we thinking? I mean, I guess C is probably the average.
Yeah, see.
So are we doing?
Behind
We're doing
Aquila.
above. Yeah, behind Aquila. What about like MooShu and Dragonspyre? Are we doing above or below?
Above that shit, bro. Those worlds are ass.
I mean, I would say below, but it's up
I
to
think
y'all.
catacombs is better, low key. Like the story is just
Same.
much better.
Plus, it's just higher. Like it's just higher levels. There's more shit you can do, and it's like you're actually grinding for gear. So
All right, so we have behind Aquila, above MooShu and Dragonspyre. All right.
yep.
All right, now Karamelle. I'll hear y'all out
Oh
first.
my god.
It's alright.
Give it like a C tier. I
It's
don't
alright.
hate it, but KI lost their aura in this world.
But the gummies! The
But the
gummies!
gummies, bro.
Oh
It's
my
a gummy
god.
bears.
That all the voices piss me off too. I
They
put
do,
the
bro.
bottom of D below Celestia. I did not like
Nine.
Caramel. Caramel was just not
Caramel-
good.
Caramel is wonderbar.
Oh god.
Look
I
what
don't
you
even
did to
remember the final boss. Like, I don't even
Yeah,
remember the
yeah,
final boss of that
more.
world. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Paradox guy comes through in the back.
Like
I would say
That
it's like
world-
C. It's alright.
Yeah, it's a C.
It's
saying
like so like here's the thing, right? Well, where Polaris is like a fun world, but it's like it's just like overall like fun with an interesting villain and a really like interesting story that's trying to build up on itself. You go to Caramel, honestly, we're just trying to figure out what the heck is going on most of the time.
True.
And we're dealing with like the side story of Nana, which like I didn't really
Yeah.
care much about her, I'll be real.
What did you do to dear old Nana now?
Mm.
Alright, so I'd say it's better than MooShu and Croc, personally.
I would put it in like D tier, higher D tier. I don't like Caramel because half the time you spend in Caramel is just in Nibelheim,
mines.
Nibelheim,
Yep.
Nibelheim mines, and then Gutenstead. And then Goblinton is the most grindy ass area for no reason. It's so grindy for some reason. And
Yeah.
King Gobsmack. King Gobsmack
Oh,
is
yeah.
such
yeah,
a
fuck
terrible boss.
God, man.
Horrible boss.
Yep.
Such an annoying
Mm.
one.
My problem with like that Caramel boss or that boss specifically is really just the fact that like I feel like this game really lacks like the survivability. I think like unironically, Pirate just has way better survivability than Wiz. Like
Yeah, it just
nothing
doesn't have this
scales
the popularity,
in
though.
Wiz. When nothing scales in Wiz. It's like almost nothing scales in Wiz besides like maybe your offensive stats if you grind for it.
I'd say probably. I'd probably say I don't even know, dude. It's top D,
Say
top
C
of D,
tier.
top of D.
I would
Oh,
say
dude,
D.
Judge Vantage, bro, I hated that guy. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
hated
He
that
used to
fight.
be so annoying too, like in Test Realm. He was such an annoying boss.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
that
fuck
one.
Judge
Oh shit, that one.
They nerfed
Mm.
him a little bit, but he was
Oh, they
so
did.
bad
Okay.
before.
I just really wish they made those polymorphs, better. Especially considering you have to get badges for them, and it's very like annoying to like having to do it that way if like the polymorphs themselves aren't good.
Also, fuck
Yeah.
the music in Caramel too. I hate the music in Caramel.
Honestly, it's
I
a
was
weird
just
range of music
playing the
Literally,
jingle.
like-
Caramel as well.
Did y'all hear me
The
just playing the
jingle,
jingle? Did y'all hear me
But, like,
playing
the
it?
jingle though.
Stupid. Yeah, this
Welcome all
Like
to
Caramel.
so
Caramel.
dumb. It's bad. It makes me want to die. Like,
I'll say one good thing about Caramel. The Mockenspiel spell is funny as hell. Imagine beating your opponent with that spell and the little birdie comes out.
yeah, I
Oh,
like
dude, I
the,
do
I
that
like
all
the
the time.
s'mores. The
Continue.
s'mores spell's good, I guess. I'll say
Sound
that.
of Musicology is also
I'll
good.
say this. Also, I really like. I am a big advocate for Tatzelworm. Tatzelworm is the funnies. I like doing the funnies on a bunch of bosses and just watch them kill themselves.
Wizard101 had
Wait,
a
what?
filler. If Wizard101 had a filler world,
know
it's
that you can
Caramel.
actually like cheese bosses with Tatzelworm if you do it
Damn.
properly. Yeah,
I
they'll
don't
end
know.
up like killing themselves with like a crit trident or something. It's hilarious.
If Wiz had a filler world, it's Caramel because I don't feel like Caramel is connected to the plot of Arc 4 as much as like
Yeah,
any
I
other
heard one of
world.
the writers. I heard one of the writers say that Caramel should be treated more as a prelude to Arc 4.
I think Sam Johnson said that. Like
Yeah.
it was a Arc 4 was originally supposed to be 3 worlds, but they wanted to do like a fun world, I guess, or something like they want to just do Caramel. I
Full
think
range
that's what it
number
was.
1.
By the
I
way,
don't-
Sam Johnson, W. Talk to him in my roundtable when I did that. It's fucking
Yes.
W.
Hey,
No, just I love hearing Sam Johnson talk about like the story of both games because he obviously has
Yeah, I could listen to him. I
such
could listen to him all
passion.
day.
No, for real, I could too. Like I his Novus roundtable I watched your like roundtable with him, Slade. I watched Just Fane's conversation with him. I literally like he could do like a podcast or something and just talk about Wiz and pirate lore because
Ayo,
he's
thanks in chat
such
right
a
now.
Yeah.
such a like just how he talks about the game. He clearly has so much passion for the story of both. It's just
True.
awesome.
All right, where are we putting this world?
I would put it in D. Maybe middle
Okay.
of D. What do y'all think?
I'll
I'll
say-
yo, we're gassing him up, but Caramel D.
Yeah, I'll say top D.
I'd say above Croc and MooShu. I think that like are the rest of you doing D2 or like C?
No, I'm thinking C as well for Caramel. I don't think it's that bad.
I think
but
we average
it's
at like high
definitely
D
better
maybe
stuff
or
out.
low C.
High school, what do you think?
I'm thinking I like C personally.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Alright,
guys,
we can go
yeah,
like
that's
lower
it, so
C. Lower C.
What if we do
then.
what if we do in between Mushu and Croc?
I can do that. I think it is a little bit better
Yeah.
than Croc. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Caramel is better than Croc. All right. Next up we got Lemuria, or should I
I
say,
like this one actually.
Chrysalis, a little bit of
Okay,
Mirage.
Can I be
A
for
little bit of
real?
Mirage, but a little bit of Avalon.
I actually did not pay that much attention to Lemuria. All I remember is Heap.
Lemuria
kinda
has
it.
Heap is
a
going.
copy
It
and
is-
paste
I
of
have-
the floating land, by the way, too. Literally copy and paste of the floating land. Can we talk about that?
Absolutely,
Bro,
Ursai
that's what
Village.
Jacob was saying.
Because here's the thing with Lemuria, because it's every other world, and I know that's like their gimmick. They wanted to like make it every other world, but because
makes
it's
sense.
every other world, it's now the most forgettable world. The only
Mhm.
memorable area is Heap, the only one.
Yeah. It has like you have fucking like Empyrea with the rainforest area. You got Celestia with the floating land reskin. You have the Avalon Dundara area.
Dundara, yeah.
Literally, that's the same. That's like looks the exact same.
It's
I forget
complete
the
copy and
other places,
paste.
but
Mandoria is just Mirage and
Okay.
Tyrion Dorge. You have Tyrion Dorge from Chrysalis, and then just like
okay.
Mirage, a little bit of Mirage, and then
Yeah,
that's
I've
it.
never been high on Lemuria, even though it's only 83, like 83 quests. I think it's just the final fight. Obviously, it introduced a new mechanic. That's like the only memorable thing about it.
Personally, I would put it A or B.
I would as well. I would say A. I do
Really?
like it.
I would say D-ish, probably.
I'm gonna
or
say
C, maybe.
I'd say top of actually I'd say bottom of B, above Empyrea.
I'll say for me, I'll say C. I'm not gonna lie. Like
We're
just
like
don't
we're like
remember
in
much about
between
it.
B and C, I think here. Like
No,
either
it's because the next world, I have a lot of positive things to say about it, despite many flaws. I can't say the same about Lemuria.
so what
Y'all
we
remember
thinking?
Do y'all remember that Lemuria ad though?
The ad.
Like,
The
yeah.
ad.
I don't
That
think
was
I
an
was
ad?
around for that.
Wait
Oh,
for
you mean the Razor, the ad from
Oh,
Razor or
the
something?
I know what you're talking
Bro,
about.
I remember seeing comments, people like, "Man, this looks like a early 2000s game or something." I was like, "Yo, this looks so bad." It was so
Damn.
funny.
No, because they
Yeah,
did it. They
dude.
did it at like the gaming panel or something, right? Or like some like gaming
Yeah,
event.
but, yeah, but the thing is like, you're always gonna get the people who think they're cool, just like shit talk anything. Like they'll see
Literally.
like the most coolest shit ever, and they'll be like, "Oh, this looks mid."
Yeah, bro.
No, they literally did that with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie too. Just like one scene or something leaked, and they were like everyone was clowning on it, and then it's actually a good movie. No,
I
there's
just
so many people like that.
Yeah, like I remember seeing like one for Armored Core 6, and then like, "Oh, this game looks so mid, bro. Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna play this stuff?" And literally, it's like from software. It's like the coolest shit ever. Like, "Oh, this shit looks mid."
I just remember from that it's like this is a beacon of order from like Sky City. I just remember seeing Sky City in that ad, and I was like, oh damn, I was like hype as hell for Lemuria.
I forgot about that area. I'm not gonna lie.
Vice City is like kind of unmemorable too. I don't know. It's just like the story
It's
is.
like, the only thing I care about is Heat, bro. Like it's like the
That's
only
it.
place I cared about.
Just go to
It's
They
a
did-
cool concept.
They did
I like
add
Shadow.
my
I like Shadow.
they did add my favorite spell though, so maybe I'll put it in like maybe I'll consider going C tier for it.
Oh, you're talking about like
The old one spell,
Storm
the
one?
Dark and Stormy. Yeah, it's my
It's
profile
the best-
picture.
In my opinion, it's the best one. Like
It's
it
such a
hits
good
the vibes.
spell. It's
It
such a
passes the
good
vibe
spell.
check.
So I'll go C for it.
All right, that's
Maybe
fine.
high C. Well, like we thinking like above Aquila, below Aquila, Catacombs. Like what we thinking?
where did we average out? Just
Um,
see.
I think
I think what did you put in score? Because I put like around like C.
I said
Lemuria.
B.
I said
B?
A or
Okay.
B.
C,
or B?
B, A. I could go like low B, like the bottom of B for it, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Put it above Empyrea. Above Empyrea, please.
Above Inferior.
Fuck that world.
I don't think I would put it. I don't even think I would have put it. Like I don't know. I don't know if I would put it above Empyrea.
That's cool. That's fine.
Because there was like a little bit of redeeming stuff about Empyrea. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of like equal to it, in my opinion.
What about Whirly Burly?
Yeah.
Oh my!
definitely.
I'm so
I
glad
have-
there's
I
a way to
actually have
skip
really
that.
good strat. I have a really good strat for Whirly Burly.
You
It's,
play
it's called
it?
realm switching.
You play it?
No, we gotta do a
Wait,
whirly burly stream.
what?
We gotta do a whirly burly stream.
Oh
yeah.
my
Whirly burly stream.
Holy shit.
Kill myself instead.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna go die in a fucking hole.
No, let's do
But yeah,
whirly
my
burly, man.
strat-
What's your strat? What's the strat?
How many of y'all were there when, or I don't know how many of y'all were here when I was streaming balance questing and I did Whirly Burly.
I was not.
I
was
I
super-
actually
I
Up
was,
there, but I pray for your soul.
I've actually never seen you quest your balance before.
So true.
Wait, you're supposed to quest balance? I was just buying the elixirs online.
Yeah, it was funny on stream. It was funny on
Actually,
stream.
quested balance. I got through. I think I just stopped at Novus. I didn't continue like once I started at Novus, but yeah, my balance has been quested pretty well. Like I soloed the majority of the content. I think only like a couple times I had to have help from someone.
All
What we got
right.
next?
Next
Novus?
up is Novus.
Novus though, how y'all feeling? Because I actually have some pretty good things to say about it.
I have some okay things, but then like overall, all right. Y'all want me to start or what?
Me
Go
and
ahead.
Slade, you can start. Yeah.
All right. So this is one of the more recent worlds that I quested through. And I remember doing it, and I was like really confused on what was going on. And then I get to Puerto Novo or whatever the fuck that area is called, and I'm like, wait, this has like Monquista music from Part 101.
Oh,
And then I was like, fuck Monquista, first of all.
Bruh.
And and I was like, okay, no, but it's like a combination of Valencia and Monquista in the same like area. I don't know. It was just a very interesting vibe. Same with the new Vicorgia. You have that part. And then you have obviously the Polaris duplicate part of it. I don't know. It's just a really weird world. Just very, and then of course the final boss. Good God, get me out of there, please.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably put it down C or D for me, but
Lindsay,
The
what's your
tracks are
take?
fire though.
The
They-
tracks are
the
amazing.
music
I
was
still-
good. The music was good.
I still listen to it like every now and then. Like I really like the OST for it. It's
I
great.
like the combination of the Monquista plus the Valencian music.
Like as a pirate fan, right? Like it's really great to hear like, certain remixes of like that music being showcased like in a bigger game in Wiz for people to listen to.
Oh, yeah, what Matt said. The pirate Marleybone music is my favorite part of Marleybone and Pirate. That the music there is the best part. And you can
Yes.
hear it some in New Vicorgia. True. That is true.
Yes, it's great. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, the music in Novus is really good. The problem with Novus that I have is they wanted to do too many things with it. Like they wanted to introduce the Cabal, they wanted to have all the spiral powers, they wanted to introduce the Manticore, and obviously they have Dasein or whatever, and they have him doing his shenanigans, I guess. So they just did too much. If they had just like focused on like the spiral powers, I guess, that would have been a lot better, and they didn't try to just shoehorn in the Cabal at the end of it. I think that would have been a lot better. I will say, like when all the spiral powers come and invade the world, and the wizard is like deemed as like an enemy to the spiral, that was like just one of the best endings to a world in my opinion. So I'm thinking like maybe B tier or C tier, maybe like probably B, like upper B. Actually,
Yeah.
I would say that. So
I
what
think
were
the main focus is spiral powers though. I think that was the main focus. Like
yeah, and that
also
was the best
the whole
focus.
mystical thing, I just wish he was like more of a gaslighter. It would have been awesome if he was like a gaslighter, like an instigator, just trying to get people to fight for the sake of it. That would have been funnier. But that's just me.
Yeah. I would say A tier on Novus. It's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I really like
I agree with you.
I really like the tracks. They're really good. I really liked questing through it. Like it reminds me of my senior year of high school because like that was when I quested through Novus. I was like literally just like in between writing my fucking common apps and shit, just like doing Novus.
Wait, that's exactly what I did too. That's exactly when I quested through it.
Like dead ass. I just really like Novus overall.
So where are we averaging here? Like a B or A?
I'll
Where are we
say
averaging?
for my final thing, I'll say high C, very low B for me.
I want to give my piece on it as well. So
Yeah.
Novus, right? There's a lot of great things about Novus, but there were also a couple negatives, and those negatives are really big. Now, I would tell you my score overall right away. It's going to be, in my opinion, high A. So Novus has a lot of like you said, it has a lot of interesting concepts, but I do think that they did a little too much with the story, especially with the Manticore, especially considering that I don't think we ever meet him again for some reason. So it's okay, what was the point of adding him in then?
Yeah, dude.
So
I didn't even think he's at the Dasein estate at the end of Wallaru.
yeah, I know a lot of people don't really necessarily like the whole world powers concept of it. I thought that it made the story a little bit more interesting because now we're just kind of dealing with things that are much bigger than we realize, considering that there's a bunch of worlds from a bunch of different, potentially maybe from a bunch of different universes in the spiral that are coming together trying to conquer a new area and trying to take power over it. So it's something that's kind of building up towards. But what I really love about Novus mostly, other than the soundtrack, is the fights themselves are really nice. They're really fun. I feel like Novus is the one world where they really wanted to experiment people to actually give them an opportunity to experiment and actually reward them for doing something a little bit new. For example, if you were going against the puzzle boss, right? You will actually be benefiting to be utilizing the Spellament Stone Colossus spell to remove the dispels and deal more damage and stuff like that. If you're going against that horse boss that shields a lot, you're incentivized to use the Helephant Spellaments to remove all those shields and everything. Just do a bunch of really cool combos with it. And Novus gave that opportunity, and I thought it was really cool. The solo instances were also really fun. But I will say two flaws I will give is, number one, I think the final fight is too little too late to try to introduce people into the Rochambeau system. It was the worst way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You had to have ease up people into getting into the Rochambeau system. And ideally, it would have been, make the spelling farming not as dreadful to get these spells, or at least give them an opportunity to try out these spells, like being able to use the PvP spells or something, in order to utilize Rochambeau if they want to and ease themselves into the new system that they're trying to promote, instead of just giving them 100 plus levels later, oh, now you gotta do a boss and you have to know the system now. It also was during the time where we had the Arch Mastery system, which honestly I think it's really great. I think it's an improvement from the general masteries that you had to kind of buy, or if you get lucky through farming. It's a much better system. But the other flaw I would give is the farming aspect. I don't think anyone was really a fan of the farming aspect, and it didn't really improve much. And a lot of negative things came from it. I would say one of the most annoying things to farm was Ren 1010. I have no idea who designed that boss, but I swear to God, they had to be high off something, thinking this was a good design, to wait for this motherfucker to use one spell in order to kill him.
Yeah, that was the most stupid fight ever.
I would say high A. I would say high A. Despite its flaws, it's high A for me.
Ren 1010, my beloved.
I think we're averaging at middle of B, right? Probably B.
Yeah, that sounds like where I would put
So
it personally.
do you
over Avalon?
over Avalon? Yeah, over Avalon. What are we
Bro.
thinking?
Yes.
Bro.
Luck is trying right now.
Bro.
You think Arch Mastery killed School Identity? I'll be real. I feel like the AoEs killed School Identity, so it's been a thing for a while now.
There was no such thing as Scroll Identity in Wiz anymore.
Really,
in
it
PvE,
really never was.
in PvE, no. PvP maybe, but not in
The
PvE.
problem with Wiz Identity is that a lot of it was focused on stats, and I could see more identity in Pirate.
Right, there
it's
is way
obvious.
more
I could see
identity in
more of it
Pirate.
in Pirate.
We could put it exactly middle of B. There's three upper worlds, 3 lower worlds. We can put it right between Avalon and Dragonspyre. You guys agree with that?
I still think it's better than Avalon. That's just my
I think it's better than Avalon too.
I don't think it's better than Avalon.
Slade, you're the tiebreaker. What do you think?
Wait,
you think it was
hold on.
lower.
What are we in
You think it
between
was
again?
lower,
Sorry, I was
never mind.
checking a message. What are we in between again?
Between Avalon and Dragonspyre.
Is it above
Or
Avalon?
above or below?
Below.
Is it below Avalon?
I would say below Avalon. I would put it right in the middle.
Okay.
That's fine.
Tiebreaker.
All right. Last Worlds, Wallaru.
I feel like Wallaru has that new car smell. so it's like it's A tier.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
in the world.
I liked Waller personally.
I think it's like maybe middle to high B in my opinion.
I think the ending kind of sucks.
Now, are we considering the nightmare part of Wallaru? Like the
No,
nightmare
like
dungeon?
the narrative part, like of the ending, is cool, but like the boss itself was so lame, bro. I hated it so
the ships,
much.
Yeah.
the
It
fleet.
was so lame. It takes like 50 years.
No, you just spam Link. It takes like 3 turns.
No, because
Yeah.
like you have to like watch the animations, like, hey, we're loading the Death Star. Ho ho ho.
Let your rage
Yeah, it does
drive
get
you.
kinda
Strike
Every
me
time
down.
every time he goes, I was talking about this on stream the other day with one of my friends. I was like, every time he'll go, sorry I'm late. You'll see why. You never see why. You never see why he was late. There's a part where he says that. You never see why.
Wallaru, I think, is.
I haven't really done the nightmare, honestly. Like, I just don't have the incentive to do it for like only a couple stat upgrades and maybe a dual schooling thing, which I don't even think it's still even close to perfection, especially in PvE.
The, th-
I'm
Unless you
happy.
do like maybe
the
advanced
thing
content,
with
maybe.
the thing with Wallaru. Oh, I'm sorry. What are you saying?
I was just saying, like, I'm happy that I did Nightmare 15 times because I do like advanced content shit, and it like really helps out with, like crafting gear and like jewels and shit and pins. Like, oh my god, I would kill myself if I didn't have that badge for those mid pins.
Yeah, I don't have those badges. I don't have that badge.
Yeah,
so.
me neither.
I don't have it
sadly.
either. I don't even. I've done Nightmare once, and that was it. I was just no. I
I've
think
done it like 7 times.
the
I
best.
think I just did it in test, and that's it. I just did it in test.
You never did it in.
No,
Oh.
The best part of Wallaru isn't even in Wallaru. It's in Novus. So, like, I don't think. Well, I think Wallaru as itself is like kind of an overrated world. I think people have like recency bias with it. I don't think this world is going to age very well. I would go like maybe lower C for it, just because like it's just kind
Lower
of
C.
I don't know. It's like a world that exists. The nightmare is I don't like the nightmare at all. Nightmare was
I think it's
really
kinda
badly
boring. I'm
implemented.
not gonna lie. I think it's kind of boring.
It is
It is.
boring. It is.
The air,
And
but like
the
the
final
it looks so cool
boss.
though.
The walkabout, bro. The walkabout. You gotta do the walkabout, man. And it's like, okay, yeah.
The
sure.
I will say the Outback and like I don't know what's the area called?
Billabong Resort
Billabong
looks
Resort.
amazing.
Those two areas,
awesome.
those two areas are like A tier. Those two areas are really good.
Oh,
But just because of the rest of it,
nearly
I would
like-
go like in C.
We're still on this?
Yeah.
Oh, he
We're
came
doing
back.
Last one, literally the last one.
Wait, Noble, you're back.
Noble's
Which
back.
one are we on?
Wallaru.
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 Oh, I don't really got anything for
Okay,
that.
I'll say this much though. I think after like the whole Ned Colley story, I didn't really care much about Wallaru. I thought his story was pretty cool.
I think we're kind of. What are we averaging at? Like
Ned kind of carries it for me.
Like-
After that, I was just like, yeah, no.
lower B.
I say
or-
low A. Low A for me.
I'm probably middle
Alright.
B.
I feel like we're averaging at
I say-
like B.
I say middle B.
Yeah, B.
Like mid to low B, yeah. Like middle B. Are we thinking it's
Over
better than
Novus?
Novus? Over Novus? Or I don't think it's
Yes,
over
yes.
Novus.
I personally think it's over Novus.
I think it's over now.
Yeah.
Really?
Not by much, but it is.
Yeah, slightly.
Alright. What do you think,
I'll only
Frenzy?
say it's okay. I'll say it's over Novus only because the farming is definitely better. Even though I'm not farming it because I just don't really see the change that I really want to actually incentivize myself to farm it. I do think the farming, especially being able to craft like those high level jewels, is amazing. Love it.
Yes.
I will say the jewels are kind of nice in this world. I do really like
Yeah,
the new
they're
tier
great.
jewels.
Being
They're
able to
really
craft those
nice.
is really
I
good.
want more of that. I want more of that.
I
Alright.
the new dungeon this update.
Apparently.
We got the looks like we got the final tier list here.
Yep.
Dang.
We got Chrysalis, Darkmoor, Polaris in S, Marleybone and Mirage in A. B tier we got Grizzleheim, Zafaria, Avalon, Wallaru, Novus, Dragonspyre, Empyrea, and Lemuria. C tier we have Aquila, Catacombs, MooShu, Karamelle, and Croctopia. D tier Wysteria, Wizard City, and Celestia. And then in I Want to Die tier we have Azteca.
You know, Wisteria is rightfully where it belongs. I'm very happy.
I feel like we should move Zafaria into A. But that's just me.
That's just me.
You know, I would move it into A because I feel like we have a lot of B tier worlds.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
Nah,
I want to go there.
I'm
Let's
in the
go
bottom,
that far.
the bottom of A.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay, if you're gonna put Zafaria at A, you better put Grizzleheim up there too.
No.
I'm sorry.
Mm,
No, I would
You're
not agree
wrong.
otherwise.
I don't know.
Wait, if
'cause
it
of
was
There's
just
no
Winter
way-
Raven's
Tusk,
there's
if it was
no
just
way
Winter
Zafaria is
Tusk,
better than
yes.
If it was just Winter Tusk, yeah,
Just
that would be
Winter Tusk,
yeah, that would be A. But just because
But like
Raven
original-
Star
Bro,
exists.
What the fuck do you do in Zafaria other than find some fucking students?
you have Mirror
That's
Lake.
all you
We
do.
fight Greyhorn mercenaries, Frenzy. Isn't that your favorite thing to do
But
in
it's
the world?
Yeah,
It's also
favorite
the
thing in the
No,
game.
vibe of
Giant to a
Zafaria is so
bird.
cool though. The vibe of Zafaria is really cool.
It is. It is.
Or an
Yeah.
elephant, not a bird.
Oh, turn your mic on.
Oh.
Turn the setting on.
Yeah. He forgot his proper mic.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoops.
wait, guys.
Where am I?
Wait, did he go to the store and get a new mic, guys?
What am I on? Wait, what?
Wait,
Hmm?
what?
Wait,
I
no,
think he
no,
just needs
he's
to talk a little louder.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
immersion break, no.
he wasn't screaming. He wasn't screaming. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was being very quiet. He
There
was
it
just
is.
whispering. You know?
My fault,
Hey.
my fault.
Oh shit.
All right.
It was immersion. It'd be really weird if I started like.
So this is the
low, it's not working.
Bruh.
this
I
is
love
the
that.
My whole
Just
my setup's so messed up.
so this is
Oh,
the
shit, I gotta go live for like 10 minutes.
oh, well, it looks like we finished just in time. So this is the objective tier list, everyone. We're right, you're wrong.
Yep, this is
Bro.
it.
This is
Exactly.
it, the
I
objective
don't
world
agree
tier
with like
list.
half of these like fully, but you know it's fine.
You know, that's what compromise is. None of us are
yes,
happy.
yes.
Oh, that
compromise.
compromise equals nobody gets what they want.
Only things I really agree with. I agree with Marleybone and A. I agree with Chrysalis. I agree with all the S tier. I
Yeah.
agree with the I want to die. I agree with D tier. And then the middle. The middle is just a lot of give or take. The
Yeah.
middle is very. Yeah.
All right. So what I will do is I'll probably edit this into a video and I'll like pay attention to the recording and see where everyone put their worlds and like have on the screen right now where like everyone's individual tier lists, I guess. So I'll have so I'll just do that.
Mine really quick.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like if you guys want to do that
I can
too.
make one later. I can make one later after my stream.
Yeah, that would be a little bit easier on me, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end stream here.
Yeah,
I hope you all
thanks for
enjoyed.
watching.
Yeah, I'll see you all in the next stream in probably like 2 months. I don't know when I'm gonna stream it in. Hopefully, maybe we can do like another collab or something like this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be so down to do
PvP
that, and
tournament.
that's when I'll probably stream again.
Woo!
Yo.
Can we do Grandmaster PvP?
Down.
No, all of us.
Ice Cold. I'm doing a
Yeah.
new video on YouTube. Only Wild Bolt Grandmaster PvP.
Okay, maybe when Arc 1 gets free, which is probably never, I'll probably consider it.
All of us.
All right,
Okay,
everyone.
okay,
I'm gonna
guys.
keep up with the stats and everything on it, like all the number of bolts I hit, so we can see if the thing is true to what KI puts it out to be.
I think
Guys,
it's
here's-
what is it? 25, 50,
It's supposed
25?
no, it's supposed to be 30. I thought it was 30.
It's supposed to be 33, but I don't think it
Yeah,
is.
even.
I don't
Here's
think it
an idea.
is.
We're gonna find
I
out. Stay tuned.
Here's my
Let's
theory. My
all
theory
find
is
out.
you're more than likely going to be hitting the middle ground.
The 5-star, you sound like you're like 20 feet away.
Let's all sign up for Liam's Peeve tournament.
Nah.
Dude, I'm gonna get destroyed.
How about we have a sleepover?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I'll be there. I'm driving on the way right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone in my chat though, go check out Slade on Twitch. Slade, if you want to put a link to your Twitch, you can.
Oh yeah, give me.
yeah.
Let me just,
Joe, we're gonna. I can't really raid because he's on Twitch, but
I'll be
check
live in,
check him out.
Like 7-ish
He's-
minutes.
Yeah, he's streaming
nice.
soon, so go watch him.
Yeah, but
Wait, give me a second. Let me get to your.
thank you all for watching the stream. More Chris Balance content coming soon. I plan to release a video tomorrow or on Friday. I'll see you all in the next stream.
Everyone, make
Thank
sure
you
you
all for watching.
subscribe.
My next video, why this list is ass, puts an arrow on the
Bro, for
Imperial
real.
ranking.
Bro.
I did the same except I put it on the Avalon ranking.
Yeah, I
And-
I do it on the MooShu.
Everyone, make sure you subscribe. Everyone, make sure you subscribe to Ice Rolled, Noble, Firestarter, Slade, and Frenzy. Links are all in the description.
But mostly me.
most
Subscribe to me.
crazy. Crazy.
All right,
What?
I'll see you guys on the next stream. Take care, everyone.